Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news podcast on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And here are our stories today. Ladies and gentlemen, on December 30th, the 10th section of the 12th Goyao District People's Council term of 2021 to 2026 was raised success. Attending the event, there was Mr. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Deputy Head of the National Assembly Delegation of the Ninh Province, Mr. Huỳnh Thanh Phương, the National Assembly Delegate, Secretary of Goyao District Party Committee. At the section, delegates discussed and questions a number of issues related to the activities of the cultural institution, administrative procedures reform associated with the digital transformation in the area, the policies for the socio-economic development, the suitable poverty reduction, and ensuring national defense and security in 2024, as well as implementation directions in 2025. The delegates voted to pass 10 important resolutions on the socio-economic development, the national defense and security to be implemented in 2025. And in her closing speech, Ms. Phạm Thị Thúy Hằng, chairwoman of the District People's Council, requested the District People's Committee and other sectors and levels to deploy and concretize the resolutions and soon put the resolutions into practice, contributing to the development of the local economy. And after 1.5 working days at noon of December 13th, the 13th section, Hotel People's Council, term of 2021 to 2026 commented on the contents of the proposed program and voted to pass 10 resolutions and close the section. In closing the section, the Town People's Council conducted the questions and answers for the members of the Town People's Committee with 2 groups of contents on the state management of land use planning for the period of 2021 to 2030, the rate of household participation in waste collection, transportation and treatment services, and propaganda to mobilize people to register to participate in the centralized tap water system. And also at the section, the Town People's Council carried out the procedures to dismiss Mr. Huỳnh Thị Hoa from the position of the Town People's Committee member due to the retirement according to the policies. And at the same time, Mr. Nguyễn Hữu Phúc, head of the town's Finance and Planning Department, was also elected to be the position as the member of the People's Committee of Hoa Thanh Town for the 12th term of 2021 to 2026. And on the afternoon of December 12, the Standing Committee of the People's Council of Tân Biên District held a meeting with the Standing Committee of the People's Councils of Communes and Towns to discuss the solutions to improve the quality of implementation of recommendations after the supervision, explanation, and questionings. At the conference, the issues of improving the quality of voter contact was raised as the key solution to improve the effectiveness of the supervision activities, and delegates commented that the current contact with the voters in some places is still ineffective, does not really listen deeply, and does not fully reflect the thoughts and aspirations of the people, and this leads to a lack of focus in supervision, affecting the effectiveness of implementing the recommendations after supervision. Concluding the conference, Mr. Huỳnh Minh Lý, Standing Deputy Secretary of District Party Committee, Chairman of the District People's Council, emphasized the importance of choosing a monitoring topic that is close to the voters' wishes and directly related to the people's lives, such as the land management, clean water, healthcare, education, and essential infrastructure works. And on the evening of December 12th, the Da Nang Department of Tourism officially announced the Da Nang Food Tour campaign with the message, "Enjoy Da Nang cuisine, more than delicious," focusing on unique experiential activities called the Digital Cuisine Map and Culinary Passport. The highlight of the Da Nang Food Tour campaign is bilingual Vietnamese-English culinary digital map implemented by the Da Nang Department of Tourism on the website of www.foodtourdanang.vn, providing information on local specialties, regional cuisine of Vietnam, and international locations selected by Michelin Guide, a specialty information with 4 reputable addresses and many other useful tourist information in Da Nang. Very happy because we have more than 10 years of the craft beer and Verventer brand being born. Today, the city also considers this as having a certificate so that the restaurant can be more confident and secure in continuing its career of bringing the guests to Da Nang to have the best experiences. In addition to the culinary passport with more than 10,000 copies in Vietnamese and English, we will also issue from December the 15th to March the 15th of 2025, helping the guests experience for 50 unique culinary locations in Da Nang with many discounts, free food, gifts, and many other attractive experience and resort service vouchers. We hope that in addition to introducing Da Nang's delicious dishes, we will also bring experiences about the culinary stories, emotions, beautiful culinary spaces and landscapes in order to diversify and develop the cuisine into a unique tourism product of the city. On this occasion, the City Department of Tourism awarded for 50 stamps to 50 locations selected for the culinary passport and presented the first culinary passport to invited guests. By connecting cuisine with the space, services, and local stories, Da Nang hope that this campaign will contribute to promoting the city as an attractive culinary destination and bringing the new and interesting experiences to visitors. And implementing the Prime Minister Official Dispatch number 124 dated on November the 30th of 2024, the Chairman of Provincial People's Committee has directed the agencies and units to focus on implementing the key tasks to strengthen the urging of state purchase collection for the land-related revenues in the last month of 2024. Accordingly, the Provincial Tax Department presides over and coordinates with the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, the Department of Finance, and the Tainan State Treasury and relevant units to strictly control the work of tax calculation, the tax declaration, and tax payment, ensuring the correct and sufficient collection of the arising amounts and preventing the budget losses. In addition, the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, the Department of Construction, the Department of Land and Investment, based on its functions and duties, shall strengthen coordination, inspection, examination, propaganda, and tax debt collection in a drastic manner, and at the same time review projects that are slow to implement and have land use fee debts to report to the Provincial People's Committee for the measures to remove obstacles and urge timely collection. The Chairman of the People's Committee of District 12 and Tainan City shall to promptly resolve land issues, carry out compensation, resettlement, and increase the purchase collection from land, and coordinate with the tax authorities in tax debt collection. And responding to the inflation movement to eliminate the temporary and dilapidated houses launched by the Prime Minister, the launching ceremony of the inflation movement, eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses in Tainan Province in 2025, is expected to be held on December 26 of 2024 at the Provincial Party Committee Hall. Through the ceremony, we aim to call on mobilize the associates, businesses, and organizations, as well as individuals to register and contribute to support the elimination of the temporary and dilapidated houses in Tainan Province, striving to complete the goal of eliminating the temporary and dilapidated houses in Tainan Province in 2025. Practically celebrating the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the south of Vietnam and the national reunification April 30th of 1975, April 30th of 2025, the 5th Provincial Party Congress and the 14th National Party Congress, and major holidays in 2025 also. Tainan Radio and Television Station will broadcast live the launching ceremony of the elimination movement eliminating the temporary and dilapidated houses in Tainan Province in 2025 at 9 a.m. on December 26 of 2024 on the TTV 11 channel and TV mobile application and OTT infrastructure platforms of Tainan Radio and Television Station. We invite you to join in to watch. And ladies and gentlemen, in 2024, Tainan organized the assessment and recognition of 6 4-star level OCB products, increasing the number of existing OCB products in the province to 125 products,
of which 31 products are recognized with 4 stars. Tainan Outcome products have improved in quality, design, packaging, ensuring the conditions prescribed for stamps, labels, and product traceability. Tainan Outcome products are favored by consumers. Many products through the Outcome products not only help farmers, production facilities, and businesses increase profits, but also directly impact and create driving forces to promote production development, serve jobs, and create direct income for hundreds of local workers.
And the capital mobilization interest rates are increasing, and while lending interest rates must be cut to support the businesses according to the direction of the Prime Minister and the State Bank of Vietnam. So the solution to attract the idle money is the most effective way for the banks to reduce costs. To attract users, many banks have introduced the automatic profit feature on digital banking applications from the idle money available to that payment account. Having a small business, Mr. Khan often maintains an amount of money of hundreds of millions of Vietnam dong in his account, ready to pay partners. Since learning about the automatic profit feature, he has chosen to deposit short terms to have more money in and out. Normally in 1 month, I have a lot of cash flow when I don't have to pay the buyer yet. Currently, after 3 days of holding, I have a yield of 4.2% per year. The automatic profit feature on digital banking helps customers turn idle money into the profitable assets without worrying about the complicated investments. And meanwhile, banks can also increase the amount of deposits and increase the number of users of their services also. Optimizing benefits when customers make transactions on bank accounts. When that account reaches a certain balance, customers can automatically generate additional profits and can generate profits with a term of 1 week, 2 weeks, or monthly, depending on the cash flow, and this helps optimize money and terms in the account. Attracting idle money with the automatic profit features in helping banks mobilize capital in the context of the flow rate of outstanding loans being much higher than the flow rate of capital mobilization. Credit growth has reached 12.5%, and the total outstanding debt of the economy is about 15,300,000 billion Vietnam dong, and capital mobilization has also reached about 14,800,000 billion Vietnam dong, and the growth rate of capital mobilization is about 7.36%, and thus the growth rate of outstanding debt is much higher than the growth rate of capital mobilization. And according to statistics from the State Bank, there are about 26 million payment transactions processed every day through the NAPA system. Correspondingly, there will be a significant amount of idle money left by the people in payment accounts, and therefore offering the products that bring added value to the money. If the customer's account is also a solution for banks to increase their competitive advantages in the deposit market. And according to information from the Foreign Investment Agency of Ministry of Land Investment, the real estate business sector ranked second with a total nearly registered FDI capital in the past 11 months, reaching nearly $5.63 billion, accounting for more than 17.9% of the total registered investment capital. Specifically, as of November 30th, 2024, the total nearly registered capital, adjusted capital, and capital contribution and purchase of shares and capital contributions by the foreign investor reached nearly $31.4 billion, an increase of 1% over the same period in 2023. Foreign investors have invested in 18 out of 21 sectors of the national economy. Notably, the real estate business sector ranked second with a total investment capital of nearly $5.63 billion, accounting for more than 17.9% of the total registered investment capital. And according to a survey by Nielsen IQ Vietnam, on the average, each person spends up to 13 hours per week watching live stream shows. At the same time, the Vietnamese consumers are also in the top 11 in the world for online shopping. The three most popular live stream sales platforms in Vietnam are Facebook, Shopee, and TikTok. On the average, there are 2.5 million live stream sales sections per month with more than 50,000 sellers. The sales of the 5 popular trading platforms reach an average of 25,300 billion Vietnam dong, equivalent to about $1 billion per month. And experts say that the social networks and e-commerce are shaping a new group of workers, those with a right influence. And they not only bring quality products but also create a real value for the society. This is an inevitable trend and needs to be recognized. And in the Nam Dong Rare and Precious Gymnosperm Species Conservation Area, the Quang Hoa Mountainous District, Thanh Hóa Province, there are over 623 hectares of natural forest containing a high biodiversity, especially for rare and precious gymnosperm species.
Over the past 10 years, the results of a series of research and conservation projects for a number of flora and fauna species have contributed to the preservation of the natural landscape and biodiversity of natural forests, creating a remit for promoting the development of diverse types of tourism in the conservation area. At the conservation area, the investigation and research process has discovered and recorded 673 plant species, including rare and endemic gymnosperm species. The fauna here is also extremely rich, with 217 species, of which 45 species are listed in the IUCN Red List and the Vietnam Red Book. This is an area in the Rocky Mountain Range that is very important in nature conservation. There are two species of loris here, the small loris that have just been discovered. We investigated and found these species. If we found them at night, it would be very valuable. In order to strictly protect the natural forest area in the reserve, Quang Hoa Forest Protection Department has established 7 community forest protection teams. Every month, the community forest protection management teams coordinate with the staff of the forest protection stations to patrol and inspect the forest, regularly grasp and provide information so that the forest protection stations can have solutions to effectively and promptly combat and prevent forest encroachment. Therefore, the encroachment of natural forests has not occurred in recent years. In the past 10 years, Nam Dong Rare and Research Gymnosperm Conservation Area has implemented 18 programs, topics and scientific research projects to conserve and develop biodiversity of flora and fauna, in which 9 rare and research gymnosperm species have been researched, reserved, and propagated, and some endemic animals such as flying squirrel, lorises, green snakes, etc. have been investigated and preserved. Advise the Forest Protection Department to coordinate with leading agencies in investigate and evaluate flora and fauna to ensure the discovery of new species, as well as to consolidate the chain sources of old species that have been studied. At the same time, promote and introduce research scientists and forest exploration groups to the reserve. Due to the unique limestone mountain forest ecosystem containing high biodiversity, in the coming time, Nam Dong Rare Gymnosperm Conservation Area will focus on calling for project programs to develop diverse types of tourism in the core area of the reserve, such as building tours to explore primeval forests, surveying and researching natural forests, thereby contributing to effectively exploiting the potential of diverse ecosystems associated with sustainable protection of natural forests.
And that's all for today's TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.